is a vision I can stake my life on. We want to see a society that is real estate fraud free. We want to see a society where people can invest in real estate without fear of investing in the wrong property, without fear of ending up in a lawsuit, without fear of losing your investment. Developmental real estate is one of the most unregulated sectors of real estate in Nigeria today. When they sell this land to you, they see you as a cash cow. They keep on coming back to you. If you know what they're doing to their subscribers there, you will cry. By the end of the day, you end up being a semi-tenant in your own subscribed property. And these are the Yahoo boys I've told you that have moved from computer fraud to developmental real estate fraud. If you have fallen victim in any circumstance, if you can't call them out, reach out to Encumbered Properties through any of our contacts. If you reach out to Encumbered Properties through any of our contacts with details of what they've done, we call them out. That you have fallen victim is not a justification for you to keep quiet for another person to fall victim. The lawyer saw what we are doing online, alerting people on Encumbered Properties, disputed properties, so that they don't fall victim. And he brought it to the notice of encumberedproperties.com. In my interaction with him, he said that the said Nick Eze is still aggressively marketing the said estate, which has transitioned from a Royal King's Court to
Kingstown
Estate, by whichever name, but that the estate is specifically located opposite Daughters of Charity Hospital, FOI Kubwa, FCT Abuja. This a clarion call. This is like a warning to the members of the public, because the said developer is collecting money left, right, and center from people, not minding the fact that there are judgments against him, not minding the fact that the said lease agreement upon which he is developing the place has expired. So it's actually terrible. Imagine what would have been happening behind the Herbert Wigwe's family if, for instance, that man never made any will. In the presence of a will, some people are still after his biological children inheriting according to his own will. It's even more shocking. We are parents that should have been very uncomfortable surviving their children are even contesting the will of their own child. This policy of Wike, kudos to him. I'm not a fan of Wike, but I tell you, I'm very, 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 very comfortable with this policy. The Inspector General of Police, who is a die-hard crime fighter, I know he's going to approve me to be the pioneer head of the property unit of the Nigeria Police. If state officials are actually involved, something could actually be manipulated. The safest thing any investor would do is to refrain buying from any of the brothers, at least until their differences is settled by the court. Unfortunately, lives are being destroyed, relationships are being marred forever over what money can buy. If police provide security towards the execution of a court judgment, it does not amount to meddling into a civil matter that has to do with land. In the absence of a will, what comes into play is the customs and tradition of the man that left those properties. On a more serious note, what I think any person who might have fallen victim should do is to begin to trace whoever that might have collected his or her money. Like in this case, where Mrs. Maureen Odia is laying claim, good enough, there is a survey plan, and she has claimed that she has a title over the property. All you need to do is like go over to encumberedproperties.com, get the whole documents uploaded in respect to the property, and use it to make your inquiries if peradventure anybody is marketing it to you. And don't fail to contact the family that has flagged it on the platform to know their interest vis-a-vis the interest of whoever that is marketing it to you.
Right.
That way you are safer. Where do you want her to go? And there is also an express will bequeathing the property to her and to her children. What kind of next of kin, from where? What kind of tradition is that? And there is no document the deceased might have filled prior to his death that would override his last testament, which is the will. Your brother's property is not your property. It's actually a warning for anybody going into that property, as the details are contained at the Encumbered Properties platform, that the property is not for sale. These land grabbers, when eventually arrested, you won't see kobo in their account. And how do you recover the money? Once it is being subjected to will, is the sequence I've mentioned to you. Spouses inherit each other. In the absence of that, the children. In the absence of the children, you talk about the parents of the deceased. Then before it gets to the turn of the siblings.
Before you part with your money, have you inquired about that property you want to invest in? Real estate is no longer safe for the unsuspecting buyer who is not aware of what is going on in the industry. The industry has been plagued by scammers. It is really painful.
At encumberedproperties.com, we are not only raising awareness, we are taking deliberate steps to fight real estate fraud through knowledge, training, and professional development. Our founder, CSP Madueke Enwere, Esquire, is currently undergoing advanced legal education at the prestigious UNIZIK Business School Masterclass on land and property law to deepen our capacity to exposing fraudulent real estate schemes and protect the public from costly mistakes. We are committed to being your first point of call for scam and fraudulent properties in the property market. If you know of any land or estate with suspicious claims, disputes, unclear titles, or approvals, bring it to our attention. Together, we can warn others and save lives and livelihoods. Reach us through any of our contacts or visit www.encumberedproperties.com. Let's fight real estate fraud together.
Hello, remember, Encumberedproperties.com remains the only real estate fraud prevention platform, and every information on that platform is accessible free of charge. Visit us today to keep away from buying mistakenly into encumbered properties, disputed properties, or any property for any reason is not for sale. All these are listed daily. For you to get updates of these enlistments, it will be best in your interest that you click on the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the notifications. We love you. We care about your investment. Thank you.